Okay, hi and welcome to Jinzo Lego Shack. Hello everyone. Um, it's always a good day to make the video, and today I'm going to show you my preliminary review of my latest purchases. Okay, what? That is some kind of opening here. All right, always like updating with the Windows 10 and all that kind of BS that makes me irritated with all these new icons and stuff. This is so annoying. My laptop has been updated once again quite too often. I think I just want it to be just shut up and quiet, be quiet, and just let me do my work and stuff. Let me adjust my laptop mobile screen a little bit with the autofocus now, and it looks quite alright. I hope it is, and just adjust it a little bit down here. Okay, let me open up any random. Now, like before I do it, let me just play a little bit of music so that I can speak more easily. I'm just gonna try not to yell because like if I sound a bit louder than this, my neighbor's gonna knock on the walls and stuff. They go crazy like gorillas, monsters living next doors and downstairs and upstairs. Upstairs always making noise. Downstairs, like if I yell, if I make a big noise making the video, the downstairs people, the neighbor is going to bang on the wall and they hit the walls and stuff. So yeah, I think this is just okay. Just a little bit volume up a little bit. Okay, at least audible to me. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna open straight away and get to my latest purchases. Now I'm wearing my the usual uniform as usual, like because it's a summer, and it's kind of sweaty on the shirt. And like what happened, I've opened a image file and it's like just taking this long just to get loaded. This is what kind of update is this? It's taking forever. Let me just shut it and open it up again. Okay, it was this file. Let me just hit enter. Okay, come on. The computer is getting slower and slower after updates and updates. Okay, so this is it. Let's have a look. Yeah, like a continuous purchasing on the online market that I cannot stop. I have spent quite a considerable amount of money just recently. This one was Lego bulk on sale. 50,000 Korean won, which is like $50. And since the seller didn't mention anything about the shipping cost, it was natural that I have to be the one ended up paying for the shipping cost as well. The shipping, actually, I made this purchase on last Friday. Today is like 29th of August. I made this purchase on 21st, which is like exactly about 7 or 8 days ago, and the seller hasn't posted this yet. This is like, what kind of lazy person is that? I would like to make a complaint about this, but this is just a second-hand purchase. So I'm just gonna make the video and review and talk about it. At least that's the least I can do. So it was $50. Normally I wouldn't really go for it. It's like anything over $50 I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't consider buying it. But since it's been like I haven't been okay, I set my limit on $50 per month on Lego bulk purchases, but I haven't had that kind of purchase since like May. So it's been like 3 months without any expenditure on Lego bulk purchases. So I was kind of half considering it, and I scroll down the page to look in the detail. And here's what it says: Lego bulk, Oxford also mixed together. The weight, I don't know. What kind of thing is that? And shipping on arrival, so which means like I'm supposed to be the buyer has to pay for the shipping, and it's 50,000 Korean won, which is like a $50. And transaction, person-to-person transaction is also available, but this is like the seller is located in somewhere in Seoul, and now I'm in Busan, so yeah, this is impossible. So there's no way I can there's no other way but to make the no other choice but to do the deliveries use the delivery service. And the phone number. I have deleted this information for the protection of the private information. Let me look at this in detail now. Like, oh wow! First time I saw it, I was like, wow, what is it? A big bucket of boxes, like not even one, but like one on top, and the second one, and the third one, all included, all together is like $50. Okay, I see the Kima, the Lime, Vampire eyepiece right there. Okay, so this is kind of a bummer, downer, like for me. Like I wouldn't really want to make purchases on Ninjago, like all the garbage stuff. But it's quite a lot actually, yeah. And we never know. I never know what I'm going to pick up and for what kind of treasure is going to be hidden in there. So yeah, I made the big leap and made the purchases. So like the decision maker was nothing at all. It was just a compulsory decision on purchasing this. It's like after a long time, other people have been buying. Like I've seen a lot of deal going on and going on and going on, and I couldn't. Yeah, I didn't really want to buy it. But this time, it's just all about quantity. This time, the main reason that I've made that I bought it is the quantity. It's only about the quantity. This much. But as the seller mentioned, the weight is unintelligible. Like the seller doesn't know like how much. Like it's kind of understandable because like not every people have their scale, micro scale, or the simple scale in their household. Not everyone has it. Like just like me, I don't have it. So that's why I always have to go on an errand on the top market to put like anything on the micro scale that in the marketplace. So yeah, that's quite a bit understandable. But about considering the quantity and the possibility that some kind of treasure might be hidden in there was the main initiative or motivation that led me to jump on this thing and buying this. First, I just wanted to send an SMS just to see like the feel, how the temperature, like what it's like the seller is, and kind of continue on, and maybe if there's like any chance I could negotiate to get it even a cheaper price, but I failed it. I couldn't do it. Other people would probably have jumped into this one as well. So what I see down here, right here, is the first thing is that the red engine, the red wheel. I would call it a wheel, not exactly an engine, but there's some kind of red wheel that goes into the boat, the fire boat. I forgot the name, but the 9444 or 9944 or 99744 or something. Yeah, this one is used for and also for the diver theme. What do you call this thing? The Atlantis, the red submarine theme. Yeah, it's used in there. I needed this one anyway. And here I see some kind of Kima. Okay, let me lower down the volume a little bit lower. Okay, I still don't have to yell. Okay. And right here is the minifigure of the snaky, the light bluish gray snaky minifigure, and some kind of another minifigure yellow head with the headgear set like a spaceman down here, and some window, and the more window down here, and a black horse right here with some kind of golden plated pattern, which shows that this is not a genuine one, it's a fake one. And also another crocodile Kima minifigure down here in the olive green color. And that's just roughly about the all the garbage that I don't really need the pieces, but this one I need, and white plate and some wheels and the box. From what I see, that was the I was really struggling to find out like how big the bucket is. From the photo you cannot really tell. It could be like a size about this size or that size. You never know from the photo. You cannot really tell. This is some kind of container from not from IKEA exactly, but I don't know. Like they make all the different kinds of shapes, the shapes and size and all that. So you never know. So this is kind of a really I was like really struggling to find out. So I've personally asked the seller, like like how much do you like, what's the size, like if you put the ruler on it, and from left and right, and the width and everything, but the seller did not respond that well to me about my inquiries. So I was like a bit disappointed at that point as well. But now that I made the contact with the seller, I just decided to go on with the purchase because I saw this. Okay, you see, this one just looks like a big bulk of white, some kind of panel piece, but on the edge right here, you see that the L-shaped, kind of L-shaped, trans black thing. It looks like a glass piece. That makes me I'm positive that I'm pretty sure that this is some kind of cockpit for the airplane. Okay? The rest of it is like vampire stuff. This is an Oxford. This is a rifle, which is a fake one, not even Star Wars. This is an Oxford brick separator and some kind of top. You know, the kids used to play with it. Kind of heavy, metal kind of stuff. And lots of jambalaya stuff. Still, I thought this was some kind of okay. Here's the dragon on the other side of the dragon head piece from the Ninjago set, which I don't really need. And here is first I didn't really recognize it, but on the second time when I looked at it like a real serious person, I found out that this is some kind of the boat hull, not exactly a boat hull, but a plain hull on the bottom piece with the red color. I remember exactly the number because I want it so much. The set number is 3. Okay, I forgot it. Okay, it's 3182. Is it? Okay, let me just open up the Bricklink website and just to find out exactly it is correct or not. Okay, here it is. So I think it's like 3182, pretty much. Okay, airport with the big white and red mixed colored airplane. Okay, this is a Rebrickable website, still at the 1800, 180,000. I still didn't fully the brick register all the pieces. The Bricklink website froze once again. Let me try this one and make sure that I click on it. Okay, now it's working. Seem like it is working. Okay, the item for sale, the minimum price for this is like a $70. Okay, let's have a look at the photo too. Wow, looks so nice. I want to get the engine here, red engine down here. Okay, so that's about it. So this is it. Let's have a look at the plain piece actually. On the bottom there is the bottom this is required on the bottom. On the bottom, maybe about 4, I think. And this, I think the white big canopy piece belongs here. Like, okay, let's have a look at the pieces in detail a little bit. So other pieces I did not really recognize it, but the only thing that I could recognize was where is it? Okay, maybe it's included in there, but I still didn't see it. Maybe this one as well, but I still didn't see. Like, it has to be in there. Like, if it's going to be a real airplane. I think I saw this matches up with this one down here. This one. And the tail, if it also includes the red tail with Qantas-like pattern, it would be so nice. Yeah, when I went to, I hopped onto, I used Qantas airline service when I went to Australia. Qantas was so good, so good. I drank a lot of wines and whiskeys and stuff. Okay, I think that one. Okay, as you can see right here, the visor looks kind of L-shaped, and on the edge it is like carving or like going into the L shape. Looks like some kind of robotic eye piece of something. Okay, I think yeah, that matches up. I think that is matching with this one. I hopefully, really hope this is it. And more some airplane door, couple of them, or maybe 2 or 3 I would need. I need more pieces of canopy on top, white slope, 3 1. I need some of that as well. Some window 13. There's a 13 1 by 4 by 2 windows supposed to be in there. So I've already seen window up here, window down. This is also a window, definitely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And the other stuff, could not really recognize anything else. Not so much of a minifigure. Like, hopefully, okay, this guy has wearing some red construction site hat. Maybe this guy. Okay, let's have a look. This guy is wearing with the orange jumper suit and red construction site. Maybe this is the guy. Okay, so this is another competition cannon and all that. Some more minifigure down. It could be a fake one, could be a genuine one. I can never know. I can never tell at this moment yet. Not just yet. So okay, let's just like let me just scroll down all the way to the bottom right here. Some white wedge piece down here. Some khaki color. Could be an Oxford. Jeep or military tank or stuff, and really dark. Some more minifigure, yellow minifigure has 1 2 3 down here. Okay, so a lot, it could be a lot of minifigures mixed together in here as well, so it will be interesting when I'm sorting things out. This one looks like definitely okay. As you can see right here, you see that this is a red engine only in here, so that made me decide on this thing. That is definitely, that's a decision maker. So the red engine right here. Okay, let's have a look on the Bricklink category here, and there are 56 sets that includes this shaped engine and all the different colors, in all the different colors. But the interesting thing is there's only one. Okay, here's two, which was in 2017. Here's one more red engine set, a piece included in this set, a new set, 41231. Harley Quinn to the rescue. So only one included in there, but this is an old bulk pieces that I've just recently purchased. I don't think that's a new one. So definitely two red engines included in the airport under the airplane right here. So this one even has the engine inside in the dark bluish gray color. Let's double check if this is a dark bluish gray color engine. Supposed, yeah, these ones, two of them are supposed to get stuck inside the red engine, and just like that. So that is the part of the thing. And scrolling down all the way down to the photo of the seller posted, I've realized that there's this like a fungus smeared. Yeah, I just had a full dinner. I need some time to get my bowel movement and do some work on some digestion before I get back to work. So that is the reason, another reason why I'm making the video as well. If I talk a lot, I feel more comfortable. All right, here is a hanger for the clothes. So this one, normally, typically, unless there's a big, large, large size people here in Korea, there's this quite regular. This is kind of a decision maker. This is kind of a ruler that you can decide on how big it is. Because like mostly the rulers are just about the same size with the shirt, and pretty much everybody wearing a medium or small or could be large, but the hanger size is like a global standard. Not exactly global standard, but the Korean domestic standard is about this long. I also got one hanger down here. It's quite thin and simple design of a hanger that I have here. It's like, I think it is like 40 centimeter wide. So like it's basically what it looks like is a hanger is buried underneath the box right here. So which means like the box would be about this, 40, at least a 40 centimeter size. I hope. I've already mentioned to the seller that the box is not required, so you can please put everything into one box. One box is not bad, like could be one box, and send it as a one box to save money on the shipping cost. The seller initially wanted to send it to me in two boxes, which is impossible. I'm the one who's gonna end up paying for the shipping fee, and the seller is going to wanna send it as a two box. What kind of stupid idea is that? I've personally communicated with the seller and asked and begged for the seller to please find a big box and put them all in together as a one box, please, so that I can, at least it's still gonna be about like minimum $7. Yeah, $5 is quite expensive these days for the delivery. So the item, the product, the item price is like $50, and the shipping cost is going to be about like $10. So that's what I'm expecting. Hopefully less than $10 to save money on the delivery. So like, the overall price that I would have to pay would be like 60 something about $60 for all this. So I still do not know. I can't tell whether it's a good deal or not because I actually have to start sorting on those things and do a assessment of whether I did a good deal or not. Until then, at the moment, it looks just like a big quantity. Like considering the quantity, it could be a big deal, but I still do not know the exact box size. So, really don't know. This looks like some kind of Star Wars air vehicle, space vehicle engine. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I've personally asked the seller also about, because I don't know the size. Could you tell me the centimeter of the, width, height, and the, everything here, and here, so that I can guess the measure, the how big the container is going to be. But still, I don't know. All I can do is just about look at all those pieces and guess how big the bucket would be. This piece is like a rocky panel piece. This is like a 1 by 4 by 1 by, I think it's a 1 by 6, 1 by 1 by 6 panel, 10 color panel, and this is 8 by 8 disc. Could be a 6 by 6 disc, and the top Ninjago cover. So it looks like roughly about it. So like until I get my, so like the seller has put a fairy tale book. I don't even know what kind of book it is actually. Anyway, so just to put the book on top of it, just for me to make it easier for me to guess how big it will be. So, but this one looks like a scale. No, like the seller mentioned, they don't know. He or she doesn't know the weight. So, okay. Once again, let's have a look at the detail a little bit down here. So the dark brown disc, 6 by 6 is it? Okay. Some knockoff military pieces, Gundam or whatever. Some red piece that I don't recognize right now at the moment. I don't know what it is. Looks like a 4 by 4 or something. Okay, on the right hand side, this is a droid leg. Could be more minifigures hidden somewhere down here, I hope. And this is a Duplo 1 by 1 brick piece, round piece. Could be a cabinet or... Alright, nothing much to see over here. And over on the left hand side, right over here, is the Oxford military jeep or tank. And this one looks like 1 by 4 by 6. The pirate, thing, the pirate, the red pattern on, I think it's a sticker also. White panel with the red pattern, red brick wall pattern goes into the pirate set. I think it's the second generation of pirate set. The starting with 6 something. 6243, 6423. It's always difficult to remember all the set number. And here's a white horse. A white skeleton horse, which is quite rare to me. So I think it's okay. And this guy looks like a minifigure, some kind of mine exploder, and some white engine for the X-wing. And this one looks like Temple of Light, the Ninjago, and more Kima minifigure down here with some wheels. Wheels also is these ones for definitely for the not the Technic set, but the, what do you call it, the Kima or Ninjago, is it? I think it's Ninjago some craft. Okay, this one is what I wanted to get. And here's the red engine with the yellow dome on top. I don't know why it's on top of here, but the seller or the seller's kid had made it like this. Attach them together just to make it look more prettier or something. And here, this one looks like the inverted translite blue window or cockpit for the airport, some kind of windshield or some post, pillar, and the fence wall, and this one as well. And here is the a disc piece of I think it's 6 by 6 Temple of Light, a pattern, gold pattern, especially. Make it look a bit okay. This is the maximum size. Some more wheels on top and the green shrubbery. It's a dark green actually, and some minifigure. So that's the end of it. Yeah. What is this? Some paper towel bag. Okay. So I've already seen this. And the seller once again put the fairy tale booklet to, you know, compare the size with the container box and the book. So it's like about this big, but I can never tell. I don't know how big the book itself is, so I can never tell. This is some kind of stupid. All right, $50 for all this. So what the hell? Seller is like, not really so enthusiastic about customer satisfaction. Yeah. So that yeah. Once again, the white panel wall. So it's covering up the whole pieces so that I cannot really tell what's on the other side. That's once again another screenshot of the photos that I've taken. Okay, so that was it. The seller, alright, was going to send it in as 2 boxes, which is like impossible for me. Like for a guy like me, I wouldn't want to afford it. And all at my own expense, no. I've requested the seller to put everything into 1 box. How long it takes, I don't care. Please, you can do it when you're ready. Take your time, but please send it as a 1 box. And now, look what happened. A week has passed. A week has passed. I mean, normally, people would, send it within like 2 or 3 days, 3 days at most. But the seller didn't even say anything, didn't even contact me on the Katok or anything. Just waited, sat there, waited until I send him or her a message that, oh, how is it going? And I was just wondering how the packing or the sending is going. And at the after like 2 or 3 hours later, the seller finally responded to me with a message that it's been just applied for the home delivery service. So the seller is going to call the courier to her own home. So the courier is going to have to pick up the parcel, the box or whatever, and pick it up and bring it over here, which is going to be more expensive. So I'm expecting about $10. Took long, and the shipping didn't care so much about the shipping, and no response, slow response, and I don't care attitude. I don't know. I really have a bad feeling about the attitude of the seller, but at the end of it, I'm going to make a final assessment at the end of it when I do the sorting. And maybe if I really don't feel like, ate up about it, I'm going to ask for a refund. At least that's what I can do as a customer. The customer power. Okay. I actually personally asked the seller if the airplane wing is also included. This is some crazy stuff, but now that I found out that the red hull pieces are in there, this one, red slope curve, the 8x8x2 inverted double, and now that I found out also the red engine is in there, I was sure. And there was also the white canopy of the airplane piece. I was sure about this. Where's the airplane canopy? The airplane canopy is not here. So I was sure about, oh, this was the number just brightly, brilliantly came up on top of my head as like 3182, the airport. And then I was like waited for the seller's response with the invoice and everything. And I just couldn't wait any longer. And I sent her another inquiry that I sent her the message that maybe could you possibly, I made a screenshot of this. Come on, come on, come on. The brick link is failing on me once again. I clicked on it and it doesn't magnify. This is working so slow. Okay, I made a screenshot of this particular piece, and sent it to the seller. Could you possibly have this piece in your home somewhere? Although I didn't see it from your posting of the Lego bulk pieces. I was just wondering if you possibly have this, like rolling around, running around somewhere in the floor or the cabinet or whatever, wherever. And I got a response from the seller with the message, with the image of this particular piece included in the uh, photo. And I was like so glad about it. I was so happy about it. So like, please include this one as well. It's kind of an obvious, rifle request that I can make because I'm expecting to get all those bulk pieces, which has like airplane sets, and the wing has to come along as well. Why would it be missing? But I did my best, trying to be kind and kindly, please include that as well. But it's gonna be delivered. The courier is going to deliver her home on 31st, which is like 2 days away from today, and the delivery is going to be made next month. Next month, it's gonna take about 2 whole freaking weeks until, since the day I remitted the money, to pay the money, and until the day this is going to arrive. It's gonna take 2 weeks. This is unbelievable. Let's have a look at the next purchase that I made. Is this one. Okay, I conveniently, for the safety protection for the privacy issue, like with the seller, I have deleted or just covered the private information. So I think it's okay just showing all the. Okay, here's another purchase that I made. The reason why I bought it is the price. The price is so cheap. At first, it came out like $30, $40 something, which was incredible. And I was like looking at it, I'm never gonna make that. I'm never gonna buy this. Now, who buys this kind of stuff? And nobody bought it actually. So the seller was like lowering down the price, to 20, and eventually to